Hi all, hope you're well. It's been a little while longer than I was hoping it would be, but that's partly because I had some problems with the memory on the phone that I need to sort out. Probably wasn't the video I was originally going to do next either, because that was going to be about the symptoms of XLH. I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but I thought I'd do just an update, generally how I feel, and then late this week go into doing some videos of that kind. And also, if I can, I'll be putting test results of bloods coming back, so you'll be able to see where my blood profiles are, and where they'll change. They're pretty normal, except for phosphates down a bit. Vitamin D2 is remarkably low, but I'm not sure if that's very important or not. But the D3 seems to be in a normal range, which is a bit curious. But I've been taking vitamin D supplements, so that may be of help. So yeah, the later part of last week, my back's not been so good. It started off after the injection; it was quite good, and I was sleeping quite deeply. But I've gone back to having a fair bit of pain in the morning and when I move in bed. But it does come and go like that. So you can't draw too many conclusions, especially at this stage, as to where that is or why it is. I've been very tired the last couple of days. So yesterday I was wiped out, and today I'm feeling a bit odd as well. Particularly the last few days about when I've been eating food. I feel a bit differently when I eat food to what I normally did. Now, I don't know if that's something to do with a Barosumab or whether it's something you know totally separate or what. I just feel a little bit different, and I got a funny feeling in me jaws, like a muscle feeling, which is odd. Nothing of any major significance. Just that I've noted that's how I feel. Um, and yeah, so the tiredness, I kind of expected to be wiped out, tired, maybe more pain. So they're not really. It doesn't really phase me at all. Just it's just part of that journey that you're on, I suppose, and hopefully they improve, and then you get to feel some benefit and start to be able to do more and more. And that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Whether it transpires in that way is a totally different question, but that's what I hope for. Um, so I've got a blood test, I think, later this week. Although I've not had that confirmed, but I'm sure it will be confirmed at some point soon. They're going to come do the bloods, so that they can see where what the Barosumab has done to the blood, and if they need to adjust the dosage, etc. At all, and then a couple of weeks after that, I'll get a second dose. So I'm sure you'll see some more videos in between that and have a better idea of where I am from that. So yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me has been tiredness, really. Sleep wise, it wasn't like the first couple of days. Now, you can just have good sleep. You can't go, oh, it's the drugs and this and the drugs and that. There's all sorts of things that change outcomes of how you feel or what you do or how you sleep. You can't blame it all on the first dose of a drug, and you're going to get far more variables than that as well. So I do understand and appreciate that. But it was just notable that I had a couple of better sleeps. I must admit, I've not been sleeping badly. What does affect my sleep is back pain. So if I've got back pain, invariably I will be woken up during sleep if I move at all. I get a sharp pain, and if I fall asleep in the chair and I twinge my back, I'll basically it'll wake me up. So I don't know, if there are many other sufferers that experience that, but yeah, can be pretty miserable when things are bad. It varies and it never gets great. Bending over is just I just have to get on my knees to pick things up now. It's got to a pretty grim stage in that aspect. But yeah, you know, they're the things that sort of I'll start to notice if they change. I'm going to list them all in a video as well, so that you know, it's going to give me a hopefully good reference as to how I can change, how things have changed, and you know, whether there's a long-term change or not. So they'll be quite interesting for me to see if there are changes. I got a letter from the doctor today, funny enough, basically an update on treatment, stating the dose, which is 90 milligrams every 30 days. For what they're saying, for what it says on there, 30 milligrams to 1 milliliter injection, subcutaneous injection. Um, so, interesting enough, my diagnosis, I went on the 100,000 genomics study, and my diagnosis changed. So it now says X-linked hypophosphatemic rickets, but it also says possible new previously undescribed FX variant genotype, because apparently I have a gene that they've not seen before, which they wasn't expecting, and I think initially it wasn't picked up, and maybe when it was looked at again, they found the anomaly, or whatever way it transpired. I got another letter saying that this is what we found, and actually we've not found this before, but we have found it in 21 other species. So I might dig the letter out and show you that in another video. It's quite interesting. But yeah, it's all interesting stuff. But I hope you're all keeping well, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. I hope they're not too traumatic. If there's anything that you'd like to sort of see or hear in them, or anything that you know is of interest, just let me know in a message, and I'll see what I can do to accommodate you. But until next time, I'll catch you soon.